before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. It's quite a bit to talk about here. We're going to go over my first week with Walmart Spark. I can't necessarily say a full week because I actually started on a Wednesday. But I'd say my first week, and I actually made the bonus this week. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO score and what's in your reports with all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time using your vehicle, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a car, you don't want to use your own, click the Wealth HyreCar link in the description below, and that way you can use the HyreCar with the Wealth Dasher and still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. If you'd like to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, you can do so by clicking the cashback links in the description below. Now, gonna be a lot I'm gonna talk about here. So the video may be a little longer than I want it to be, but I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of stuff going on with Walmart Spark. And I mean, it's not nothing that can't be handled. It's more so out in the field that I'm talking about. That's more so what it is. But I'm going to show you what I made my first week while I was out. And I'm going to explain some things to you because it needs to be explained. I haven't seen this in the videos when they talk about Walmart Spark. All right. Check this out. So this is what I made. All right. I would say, it's not bad. It's not bad. So let's just say it's not bad. All right. $359.78. Okay. Now I would say I was out quite a bit because the way that Spark does it is, it seems like you can get one every hour. And again, this is from my experience where I'm at. Tell me if your location is different. But where I'm at, how things is going, especially since they just really getting it going in this area right here with this Walmart over here. So you can get one every hour. And it kind of makes sense because it's going to take about a good half hour or so to even get your orders off. All right. But I'm going to show you the daily, okay? I'm going to show you the daily and I'm going to explain to you how that works, how they calculate all of this stuff, all right? All right, so here's the daily. It looks like they do it from Sunday. No, it looks like they do it from Monday to Sunday. So Monday to Sunday, that's how it looks like they're doing it, all right? Because this was a Sunday. This started on Monday. So Monday to Sunday, I think that's all of them. I believe all of them do Monday to Sunday. All of the gig apps do Monday to Sunday. But anyway, so this says 35.22. But this is not accurate because I'm going to tell you why. This on Thursday says 130.86. You might say, okay, why so much on this day and not the others? How Spark does it is they calculate the base pay on this day. All right. So the day before is the base pay, and the second day they'll be going over the base pay plus the tips from the previous day. So they calculate the tips between 24 to 48 hours after the day of the delivery. So this is not including all the tips on February 2nd. This is not including the tips. This is just the base pay. All right. Thursday is calculating Thursday's base pay plus Wednesday's tips. Now you understand? So Wednesday is just the base pay. This is the first day I started. Thursday is Thursday's base pay plus Wednesday's tips. And I believe one of these is actually one of the tips from Thursday as well. But that's what this is about. So when you see these numbers, these are including the base pay for that day and the tips from the previous day. Okay. So I'm going to tell you exactly how much I made on Wednesday, the first day, which was probably my best day, considering it was simple and they gave me some really good orders. Okay. So my first delivery for Wednesday, February 2nd, actually calculate this. I'm looking at my phone. So I texted some people about what's going on. So my first delivery was one order, 7.1 miles. And it was for $20.66. That's $10.66 base delivery pay and a $10 tip. Okay, so it's delivery of $10.66 plus a $10 tip. So it's $20.66. Now the issue with that is this. I went to I guess you can call it a gated mobile home community in a sense, but it was like I don't want to use a phrase that's going to offend anybody, but it was an area that I feel like I shouldn't have been in. All right. And even the gate itself, there was no way for me to get in there if a guy wasn't behind me just coincidentally and he was going in the same area. There was no buttons to push, and with the app I couldn't call nobody and I can't text anybody. I found that out the hard way. I don't know why. They have the ability to call and text, but the number don't work. All right, and the text didn't work. Okay, so it just so happened that it was a guy behind me at the time, and I guess he was wondering what I was doing. He probably saw me on my phone and he clicked his button and the gate opened up. There was nothing but a bunch of, it was just I have to say a bunch, but it was just a dirt road with a fork in it, and you can see addresses once you get deep in there. But once you see the address, it's kind of like one of those roads where you have to literally go back in there and you see what's back there. And I just felt odd back there. It's a dirt road with some street signs and a fork, and it was just weird. So I go back there, I see a mobile home, and there's a guy outside. He see me. He say I scared him, but I was the one that was kind of, like I should be nervous, not you. So I unloaded the stuff, took the picture, boom, I was out of there. I got to the gate. I couldn't get out the gate. So what I did was I backed up and I saw a sign that said standing here. As I sat there, the gate opened up and I got it. So on the way back, I got another order. It was about an hour later, I got another order. And that order, let me get into this phone. That order was for $17.54, going 6.9 miles. That was $10.54 delivery fee and a $7 tip. All right. So this is one order, 6.9 miles, $10.54 delivery fee, and a $7 tip. Okay. Now the problem with this order was it wasn't bad. Again, as you notice, the miles, they're a lot different than what I was saying with DoorDash. All right. So I deliver this order. I'm dropping it off. The lady opens her door. She started grabbing the bags, and it was an odd smell to the chick. I'm not gonna, disparage her anyway, but it was an odd smell to the chick. And as I brought up the last two bags, her dog runs out to me. Oh my gosh! I mean, if you could have seen my face and how my whole reaction. I had these bags in my hand, and the dog sniffing on me. I'm telling the lady, get your dog. I don't know what's about to happen. the dog is not growling or barking, but I just feel odd that this dog is all over me. I'm like, wow, whatever was going on. And maybe because she smelled weird, maybe the dog was getting fresh air. I don't know. But that just was a weird situation to me. And the dog finally got off me, and I, took pictures, boom, and I was out. Okay? So that was that. So I missed the next hour. And so, I believe I missed a couple of hours. So my last order for that day was actually a really good one. And it was for, I missed a couple of hours with that. So I think I started doing DoorDash. I think that's when I started doing DoorDash or something. But anyway, the last order was 2 orders for 9.8 miles. All right, 9.8 miles. And it was for $38.02, which means I had a delivery fee of $14.02 and a tip of $24. All right, so I had a tip of $24 for these 2 orders. All right, and I took care of that, knocked those out. I was done with that at around like maybe 3:30-ish, maybe 3:30-ish. So I got rid of that stuff, and I was out. All right. I can't tell you how what the order was. I know it was. I think it was. You know what? I do remember. One was, I think it was 30-some items, some bottled water, and I remember that specifically. And then another one, I think I had to go back to the area where I came from when the dog ran up on me. Not to her house, but back in that area, I believe, if I can recall correctly. I'm trying to think. I believe, I had to go back out there. I believe so. So that was the end of that. So that was this day. So actually, you do the numbers. We're talking about the first one was $20.66. Then a $19, was it 19 or 7? Let me go back. I think it was $17. So $17 order and a $38 order. So as you can see, that's way more than $35.22. Just the last order alone was more than $35.22. Okay, so believe that put me at like $70-something. I think that day I did almost $200 because of Amazon, eBay, DoorDash, and this. So that was a pretty good day for me. The next day, this day, again, this was the base pay plus the tips from Wednesday. Okay, so this was a pretty good day. One of these days, I had a 126 item order, and that blew my mind because I just couldn't believe I had an order like that. All right, it was 126 items, and I believe they did tip me. I believe they did tip. I won't say they didn't. I believe they did tip. But I had a 42 item. This day on, I believe it was Friday, I had a 42 and 12. No, it was a 42 and a 30 something. And I didn't get a tip for that at all. And it was like $15 for that. Didn't get a tip for that at all. Which I guess is okay. What did I get a tip? Did I get a tip? I don't think I got a tip for that. I want to say I probably did. Maybe I did get a $5 tip for that. Maybe I did. But I know the 126 item order was a doozy. And I'm going to show you a picture of that 126 item order real quick. I'm going to come back to this. Okay, so here's the 126 item order. This was in my back seat. All right, there's 126 items. I mean, it was packed. And then back here in the back of the SUV is a 31 item order. All right. So I had this 126 item order and this 31 item order. Now, it was hot outside, so the house was a nice house. It was off the lake, and I was putting the orders out. And I had to, I didn't really know where to put them at. I saw some boxes from Amazon on the side of the back of the garage, but then I didn't know if I want to put it over there, if I wanted to put it in the front. I decided to put it next to the boxes because it was still sunny outside, and they had some items that was, needed to be refrigerated and frozen. And so I didn't want the sun to beam on it and melt it, so I just set it over there by the boxes. But when I dropped the 31 item order off, I was dropping it off, and then the son happened to be coming home from school. He was a teenager, told me he was a junior in high school, went to high school down the street from there. And he actually helped me take the stuff out the back of my truck, and I set it, and we set it on his porch, and I was on my way after that. So that was pretty good that day. All right, so let's go back to this. So everything was going good. So, you know, it was a pretty good week, as you see. Now, let's go to, I want to say Saturday. Saturday was okay. It was decent. I think I want to go to Sunday. I don't think I have anything really significant for Saturday. I can't think right now. There's probably something, but I'm going to go to Sunday. The Sunday is where things get really ridiculous, right? So Sunday, I ended up going to a house I couldn't find. All right, went to a house I couldn't find. It was a no. Sunday, my first order Sunday morning, very first order Sunday morning. I thought I was doing good. It was $34, right? $34 order. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna knock this out. But then, as I look into it, it was 9 stops. 9 stops, 33 miles. It was actually way more than 33 miles, to be honest. But 9 stops, okay? Everything was going smooth at first. Everything was going smooth. And then I ended up in this situation right here. I'm going to show you this situation right here. See this? Nice house, right? Now, when I first pulled up, everything was fine. You see, it's a lake back there. Everything was good. So as I get closer, you can see the dog. The dogs ran from around here. They ran right here. Hey, don't come no closer, homie. They started barking and everything. They just came out of nowhere. I was like, okay. So I sat there for a minute. I said, okay. And they only had one item. By the way, these 9 stops, I think 2 of the 9 stops had a couple of items, maybe 3 or 4. But most of the 9 stops were one item. And this stop had one item, okay? So I said it's not worth it. So I started backing out, right? As I was backing out, the owners came out, okay? And so they waved me to come forward. So I'm stopping here. The dog was barking. They came all over here, pretty much surrounding my car. Like they say, no, you're not coming in here, homie. And so they said, just come forward. They'll move. So I'm driving around here, driving around a circle. I stop here. So she opens the door, and I say, well, I can climb in the back because I'm not about to get out of my car with these dogs acting the fool. This one foaming at the mouth and everything. Like, hey, don't get out of this car. So I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I was going to climb in the back. So the male owner, he grabbed him by the collar. I see him walking me to the back. Now wait till you disappear around here. And that's when I got out and opened the back. And she said, that's the only thing you have? I said, yeah, that's what it was. But she said she actually ordered more, and she actually had a 12 o'clock pickup of when he's supposed to be delivered. So she took it. She said, thank you. Boom. I left. Was on my way. But that was kind of weird. These dogs just came out of nowhere barking. Now, I believe they have like an electric fence. Invisible electric fence. Because they didn't go no further than here. But still, I wasn't about to go up here nowhere. Because they didn't have an electrical fence back here. Because that's where they came from. So anyway, that was odd. But I wasn't going. I was about to back out, and I was either going to drop the stuff off by the mailbox, or I was going to take it back to Walmart. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I wasn't about to go deal with those dogs. You know what I mean? So that's that. That was that situation, okay? So then I'm dropping off the rest of them, right? Dropping off the rest of them. I don't believe it was a really hairy situation right after that. I know I had to go to some way out area to drop some stuff off. So then I go to another way out area. I'm driving around there, back in the woods somewhere, and I go to this area where the GPS just tells me I'm here. And I'm like, okay, where? I don't know where I'm at, right? So I'm looking at these houses, and there's one particular one that have an address. These houses are like way off the road too. Remember, I'm back in the sticks somewhere, around orange groves and everything. I'm back in the sticks, but these houses are nice. So it's this real narrow driveway. I drive up in there, real narrow and curvy. I get back there. So I'm looking to try to see if I can find the address on the house, because there was no address outside, no mailbox or nothing. So I'm even wondering how they get their mail. So I get back there. I'm looking around. I'm like, okay. I was about to get out. As soon as I was about to open the door, I looked to my left. There's this big brown dog just sitting there looking at me. I said, oh my gosh, here we go again. Remember, this is the same day. This is the 9th drop. This is the last stop. Dog looking at me. So I see another small dog up on the porch barking. So then this dog started barking, and then I see the other one come off the porch. They pretty much start surrounding my car, like they rushing my car. So I'm waiting to see if the owner is going to come out like what happened at the last house that had the dogs out. I didn't take any pictures of this one. Sorry, I don't have pictures of this one. So they never came out, and I'm like, okay, I'm a black guy. I'm in these sticks. The dog acting a fool. You know, the owner's not coming out. I don't want them to think that, you know, it's somebody intruding. They come out with the guns or so whatever. So I'm starting to back out, but the dog is like blocking my truck. I can't back out. And then, you know, I got the cameras. I'm looking. I'm seeing I'm swerving all into the grass. I'm like, okay, let me get out of here. And I see another dog run behind there in my camera. I'm like, what the heck? Where this dog come from? So now it's 3 dogs surrounding my car like sharks, right? I'm trying to get out of there. So I guess the dogs realize I'm moving. So I'm trying to curve. I'm trying to go straight. And like I said, it's narrow. It's curvy. It's a long driveway. I'm trying to get out. The fence was real narrow. It's like, oh my God, this was crazy. So I finally get out. I go back to Walmart. I'm trying to drop the item off at Walmart. I don't know what to do, right? So they asked one of the other drivers, because they don't know either. They asked one of the other drivers, and she kind of explained to me how it goes. But what happened was I didn't mark a delivery location while I was there. I didn't do that. So I had to call support. They do everything, right? So they closed it out. Everything was fine. And actually, when you take an item back to the store, they pay you $2.50 for that. So I actually got $2.50 extra for bringing the item back. But I wasn't about to mess with that. That dog was acting a fool. I wasn't about to deal with that. So then another order comes in. I knock that out, and I'm done, right? So that's what happened on Sunday. All right? It happened on Sunday. So that's my first week. I'm not going to go further into it because some more stuff happened actually yesterday, but that's going into the next week. So we'll talk about that later, all right? But here it is. This is the situation. I had 3 dog incidents my first week. You know, one ran out to me sniffing on me. The other one come out, but I'm in the car. They grabbed the dog. And the last one, I just said, I'm not about to deal with this. They're attacking my car. Let me get up out of here. I felt like I was in a Cujo movie or something. So I just took it back to Walmart. They pay you $2.50 to return the item, and that's that. But anyway, it was really cool, though. I mean, like I say, that's $359.78. If you want to add that with what I did with DoorDash, it's actually $522 part-time work. All right, part-time work, $522 for part-time work. Again, I do this along with DoorDash. I'm about to start Veho next week, which is on the 14th. Start Veho next week. Y'all know I'm making these YouTube videos. That's how you watch me on YouTube. I do Amazon and eBay as well. And I'm also doing my credit situation. I got some real estate I'm popping out right now. As you know, if you watch a few of my other videos, I got some properties in Indiana I'm about to work on. I got some tax liens. I got as you watch the videos, and then again, I would talk about I have 5 properties, but actually one of them redeemed. So I actually have 4 properties now. I'm going to rehab one in particular. We're going to try to build on some land I have. So I'm working with that as well. So I'm not just doing gig work. I'm actually doing other things as well. Okay. So hopefully this helps you, this motivates you. Again, these are just incidents that you come across while you're out in the field. All right. Just certain things, you know, not nothing that's going to hinder me from doing it, because I still do it. If you can't find addresses, I just bring it back. I had that incident too the other day. Well, like I said, I'll talk about that some other time. That has nothing to. What's that? What's that part of the 9? What's that? No, that wasn't part of the 9. That was another situation. Okay, so that was on Monday. All right, I'll talk about that as well in another video when I start talking about the second week. I'm gonna go in that. It's another dog situation with that too. I mean, it's just crazy. But again, hope this motivates you to get out here and do this gig work. Go ahead, click the Wealth Dasher link so you can get started with that and get you a HyreCar if you want to do that. If you don't have a vehicle, you can use the HyreCar. Again, you can be doing Spark, DoorDash, and all types of stuff like I'm doing. All right, $522 a week. Think about that, $522 a week. That's an extra over $2,000 a month on top of anything else you're doing. So everything else I'm doing plus that $2,000, that works out fine with me. I'll take that to the bank all the time. All right. Stay tuned for updates with payments, because again, I got payments going on. Show you how to get paid with Spark. DoorDash is already set in stone. You do all that ahead of time. Spark is different. They do a little different method on how to get paid. And I got a video. Actually, I did the video today. I'll upload that soon on how you get paid. And I actually got to do a cash out video because I actually cashed out with Spark already. So I got to show you how to set up to get paid and how to cash out. And all of that is in due time. And you will see that soon. But go ahead, sign up for these gig opportunities. They're paying as you see. And thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth HyreCar link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the Cashback link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.